Hello, my divine mystics, my priest, my high priestess, my star seeds, my light workers, my light beings, my lightnings, my seers, my healers, my amazing souls that were brought on earth to enlighten, to inspire, to bring love. Welcome to Being the Light podcast with yours truly, Kalima. As always, we are tapping into the 7-7 frequency, which is divine alignment. So, you guessed it, if you were brought here, that means that there is a message that the divine, the most high, the all-knowing wants you to hear. So thank you again for tuning in to Being the Light podcast. This podcast, we talk about spirituality and we discuss the different aspects of the soul, spiritual awakening signs, spiritual gifts. We discuss how to discover your purpose, how to know thyself, and how to look within. Thank you all for tuning in to another episode with yours truly, Kalima. Let's get right into it. Today's episode, we are going to be diving deep into a very important aspect of the soul's journey on earth, and that is closing cycles, closing out cycles, chapters in your life, and embracing the new aspects of self. Now, I'll explain it further. However, an important part of our journey on earth, as we are spiritual beings having a human experience, is rebirth, transformation, self-growth. And if you are not growing, then you are not evolving into your highest version of self. So what I mean by closing out cycles is at every juncture in your life, right before you truly awaken to your true self, you are going to go through a major transformation. Some people call this the dark night of the soul, but I simply call it you are closing out one cycle of your life and embracing the new, a cycle that was linked to lack. And as you transition and evolve as a soul, you begin to realize that those shackles that you have once placed around your ankles, around your mouth, around your eyes, around your ears, that has kept you blinded to the truth that you are truly a divine being, that you are truly a soul that has the spirit of the divine within you, and that you are capable of doing great things. You are capable of enduring an immense amount of hardship and somehow transmuting that hardship into light and bending reality into your favor. As I dive deep into the aspect of closing out one cycle, embracing a new cycle, I want to share with you my unique perspective on how I was able to close out cycles and embrace the new. So to give you a quick background on who I am and what started my spiritual awakening journey. This was my destiny. My destiny is to speak, to enlighten, to guide those through my unique experiences that I had to endure in life. I believe I am a soul that has lived on earth in possibly various galaxies, many lifetimes, collecting wisdom and ancient truths that's meant to not only elevate and allow me to ascend, but to allow others to ascend as well. I believe that I am a vessel that the divine uses to speak his truth, to speak his wisdom. So as a child, I grew up with very strong spiritual gifts. I was highly intuitive. I had the desire and need to always pray. I was the one in my family who often reminded everyone to pray. I have always believed in following a path that is righteous by honoring your commitments and sharing unconditional love to others. But one aspect that I did not know in my adolescent life, it's okay to share love with others. It's okay to pour into everyone. But are you pouring into yourself? Are you neglecting yourself in the process? So in this cycle, from the ages of 0 to 33, I lived my life always wanting to help others and to serve others, and never truly seeing my true value, my true worth. I was great in school. always had good grades. I always did the right thing. I graduated at the top of my class in high school and college, worked at the best accounting firms in the world, remained unfulfilled with my successes because money doesn't buy happiness and money doesn't bring inner fulfillment and peace. And that was a heart's desire that I wanted to always experience. And I desired a true, loving, divine counterpart. I'm talking the greatest love story that one can experience. I've always written about it. I've always had a fascination towards fairy tales, and I listened to what the world told me that fairy tales did not exist. So those stories and desires just remain quietly unread in my journals, poems, and short stories. I believe that true love may not exist. My previous 10-year relationship led me to major discoveries, but it was very traumatic to say the least in terms of what I had to learn about thyself. I had to learn to establish boundaries not only with others, but also boundaries within myself as well. I had to learn how to seek balance. I felt like I was stuck in a cycle of unfulfillment. Yes, I received numerous blessings, and yes, the divine has always favored me with abundance. I grew up in a loving family, have the best parents anyone could think of, who truly love their children, parents who happen to break generational traumas and have successful children that are breaking glass ceilings. Many people will look at me and say, you are blessed to have those successes, and I thank the Most High every day for those experiences. However, my journey wasn't easy. I dealt with life-threatening health-related issues, doctors telling me I wouldn't make it. After 2 life-threatening surgeries, I went through a life-threatening car crash, and it's a miracle that I'm even alive, and I walked away with literally a scratch on my forearm. I healed myself after experiencing my health-related issues. I healed myself. I didn't follow what the system told me to do. I didn't follow the pharmaceutical industry that wanted me to be on lifelong medication. I followed my intuition. I turned to the Most High and I asked for guidance. I asked for healing. But what I didn't know was in order to physically heal, you had to heal within. And so the divine placed me in situations where I was going through major healing, where I had to see the dark aspects of myself and I had to heal it. I had to learn what self-worth is and what it feels like after being let down, after experiencing deceit by someone you thought you would spend the rest of your life with. I had to go through periods of isolation and seclusion. I became a hermit. I began to talk to God, my spiritual team, and my ancestors. I would talk to them about my life, and they would talk back. They would tell me the secrets of life, and they would share with me what they learned in their lives. And angels were there to uplift me in times where I felt lonely, where I could not rely on man or woman. I had to rely on my inner strength in the divine. Oh, did we cultivate such a strong, unique, intimate relationship. The divine is my best friend. I talk to him every day. He revealed to me my purpose. He blessed me with inspiring ideas, and he told me how to remove myself from the matrix, how to remove the chains, how to remove myself from a mental prison that only binded me to the illusions of this world. He rescued me, and he helped me see who I truly am. He helped me know thyself. I traveled deep into my soul through meditation, contemplation, through introspection. I went to spiritual retreats. I watched tarot readers. I learned how to read tarot cards, how to read energy. I signed up to be a spiritual life coach. I became a youth mentor. I began writing again. I started this podcast. I started seeing myself for the first time in my life, and I started seeing this light, this loving energy that was permeating every aspect of my existence. Cycles are necessary and they cannot be avoided on your spiritual journey. You must endure them, but understand that you are never alone, and to embrace a new cycle, to embrace a new chapter of your life, you must remove yourself from the veils of illusion and be one with the divine. To embrace your divinity, you must look at every cycle and find opportunities to grow. Never give up. Keep going, keep fighting. You're going through this for a reason, because your testimony must be shared. Your story must be heard. Your energy must be seen, must be felt. You are here for a purpose, a unique divine mission. And every cycle we go through in this life, it is meant to show you who you truly are. It is meant to heal you. It is meant to strengthen you, to see your true self. And your true self is you are the unseen. You are love. And love cannot be seen. Love can only be felt. Love can only be experienced. So therefore, you had to go through experiences that might have shaken, bruised, wounded you, and made you smile as well. Duality must exist. In order to experience abundance, you must experience lack. In order to experience love, you must experience pain. It is through the pain where you learn to see love. It is through pain where you learn to value love. We are truly blessed to be able to walk on this earth as spiritual beings and seeing ourselves in such a tangible form. But it's important to remind yourself that you are not this form, that you have abilities, strengths, where you can bend reality at your own will if you comply with the universe. If you become one with the universe. And the only way you can become one with the universe is you have to first become one with the divine, your creator, your maker. He knows you. He knows your strengths. He knows your weaknesses. And he knows why you're going through these tests. So talk to him. Share with him your journey. Tell him about your day. Make sure he becomes your best friend, your confidant, your everything. And his voice will guide you. He guided me every step of the process, and I could not see the outcome. But I believe that he is the all-knowing. He knows what I know not. So when you surrender to the will of God, when you surrender to the divine, you must know his knowledge is above all and that he wants the best for you. So closing out cycles is pivotal in everyone's journey. And as you close out each cycle in your life, you will realize with hardship comes ease. Every cycle becomes easier because each cycle is meant to strengthen you. If I did not believe in a higher power, in a divine, I would not be here. My body would have not been strong enough to heal after my extensive intestinal surgeries that I had to endure at a very young age. I would not be here speaking to you, sharing my story. Every cycle brings beautiful blessings, and each cycle you must plant seeds. You must plant your desires, and you must water them through visualization, prayer, meditation, through acts of kindness and generosity. What I'm saying is that through each cycle, always remember to be good. Always remember to be righteous, even if you're not recognized for it. Even if someone mistreats you in a relationship, always take the higher road. Always be kind, always be good. The universe is always listening. The divine is always watching. Right before you think, I can't take anymore, this is too overwhelming, your life can change in a split second. The divine will bless you with your heart's desires tenfold. You see, our vision can never measure up to the divine's vision. He is the Most High. So that is why to achieve success, to achieve abundance, and to ultimately live a life in peace, you must cultivate a relationship with the divine, with your creator, with your maker. And when you close out these cycles, the most difficult part is the letting go phase, which I call it embracing the new. You are going to mourn friendships and relationships that needed to close, that were built on faulty foundation. You are going to mourn possibly a career change. In my case, it was moving from living a cozy life of abundance, working as an employee, to becoming the employer, becoming an entrepreneur. You are going to mourn your old life, and you are going to be required to embrace the new, whether it's eating healthy, working out, praying more, engaging in activities that go beyond your comfort zone. Embracing the new is part of this human experience. As you close cycles, new cycles open up, and change is the only constant thing in this world. So you must get familiar with it, and get familiar with the fact that you will not know the future. Even me as a seer, I can see visions and I can tap into the future. However, I am not the all-knowing. I still have to walk by faith and not by sight. So if you're going through a tough time where the divine is forcing you to look within, where the divine is forcing you to close out cycles that no longer serve you, embrace it. Just as you close those doors, new doors shall open simultaneously. You are making room for something better. Anything that is removed from your journey will be replaced with something better. It is the natural law of the universe. Lack does not exist in the universe. So just as you close that door, just as you close that cycle, another door that leads to more abundance, that leads to more inner fulfillment and peace opens up. You just have to have the courage to walk through it. So this message is for you. Walk through those doors, but first close the doors that do not serve you, that change you to a life that brings no fulfillment. And you know what brings you peace, what brings you inner fulfillment. You know what makes your soul feel good. Follow your intuition. I promise you, what is waiting for you at the other side is something you can only dream about. So have faith and know that if you are closing out cycles, new doors shall open. And remember, you are not lack. Lack cannot live within you. You are whole and complete. So make room for the new and walk away from that career. Walk away from that job. Walk away from that relationship. Walk away from those addictive or bad habits. Walk away from the belief that you must always know what is coming. Let go and surrender to the will of God. Thank you so much, my lightnings, my divine mystics, my priest, my high priestess, my star seeds. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Being the Light podcast with yours truly, Kalima. I hope this message resonated with someone, and if it did, please like, share, subscribe to our channel. This is a new channel, still actively growing. Please share with me how you feel. Even if you want to vent, even if you would like to have a personal conversation with me, someone who is walking the path just as you. We are a community of light workers with great and immense gifts, and we are here to uplift the consciousness and the frequency of Earth. We are a family. Let's make this a new earth. First, it starts with you. Thank you, everyone, and peace, love, and light.